Hi, I'm David Katzmeyer with CNET.com. I'm sitting here next to Sony's 84-inch XBR 84X900. This is Sony's first 4K TV and one of the first on the market. We'll get the biggest thing out of the way first. This is a $25,000 television. For that $25,000, Sony includes not only the TV, but also the first 4K content that you're likely ever to see. It actually ships with a little server that includes a bunch of videos that you can call up on an included tablet, so all that package is kind of unique in terms of the 4K TVs out there. The only other one is from LG. It's 84 inches as well, but it doesn't include that server package. Another extra that Sony's talking about is the 4K conversion from 2K content. You're going to be able to pipe all of that content onto this TV and blow it up to 84 inches, and according to Sony, you do get really good video processing. Now, we did get to demo this television. Sony set it up next to LG's 84-inch TV as well as an 80-inch Sharp that's not 4K. We did notice that the video processing on this Sony is pretty darn good. It did allow that 1080p content to look really detailed, and for what it's worth, more than the Sharp's 1080p content. Of course, we were sitting relatively close to this large screen. If you sit a little bit further back, you're not going to notice that much of a difference in detail. Sony also showed us a demo of 2K content versus 4K content on two identical Sony 84-inch TVs. And we really were very hard-pressed to see any difference between the two. You had to kind of walk right up to the screen to see the difference. The point being that Sony's video processing, again, does a pretty good job of taking that 1080p content, bumping it up to 4K. We were also shown a demo of black level. This TV does have local dimming, which means that it's able to dim the backlight in different areas of the screen and get a really nice, deep, dark color of black, which does increase the contrast and pop. We've seen that in past Sony TVs that looked extremely good. It looks very good on this one as well. So that's another aspect of the TV's performance that we were impressed by. One other demo included screen uniformity. Sony tells us that each of these TVs is tuned at the factory to remove defects in uniformity, so you see a nice uniform picture, which is especially important when you're panning over material or you see a white field or a black field, for example. Such a large TV, Sony does include a lot of ways to mess around with the form factor. You can take those speakers off if you'd like. The stand here, as shown, can also be removed, so you can wall mount this TV. There's also a way to post mount the television if you want to do that, or put it on a stand if you'd like to do that. Sony's stand does include a little wire hook on the back here to try and make your wires less visible. As we mentioned at the top, this TV does include 4K content. That means you can connect this included server, which has a series of videos that are included on there. Sony also updates. They're actually rolling out one of their first updates to this server, so they'll come to your house and install a bunch of new movies on there. Later in the year, the company says it will introduce a 4K video distribution system. We're still waiting details on that. Again, that's going to be one of the first of its kind. That's a quick look at Sony's XBR 84X900, one of the first 4K TVs on the market for $25,000. I'm David Katzmeyer for CNET.